And we are live. What's going on, guys? What's going on? I hope y'all are doing good today. Want to personally welcome you to the Beast Pod, where we talk all things youth football coaching, strategies, and most importantly, this is where you get your questions answered. And for those who don't know who I am Coach Beast, man. How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? Let me know. Sound off in the comments. Let me know how y'all doing today, guys. Man, I'm super excited about the show today because we're going to talk defense. We're going to talk a little X's and O's. And this always gets me really pumped, really excited to talk defense because defense wins championships. Let me know in the comments, guys, how many of you guys believe that defense wins championships? Whether it's football, basketball, baseball, it doesn't matter. Let me know in the comments. Give me a hell yeah in the comments if you believe that defense wins championships, man. And listen, guys, I wanna also start the show by apologizing for last week's show. I had to actually do a replay like last minute. I lost my voice. For many of you guys who don't know, I've been dealing with the flu for almost like a month, guys. Can y'all believe that? I've been dealing with the flu for like a month. And I was getting ready to start the show. I was probably about 4 or 5 hours out. I usually work on the show for about 3-4 hours. And my voice was gone. Like I could not perform, guys. If I would have got on the show, I would have probably been a meme for somebody. Like I literally could not talk. I didn't have any energy. So I had to do a quick replay for you guys. But we are here today, guys, man. Really pumped, really excited. Now, if you're just coming in, do me a solid. Hit that like button. Hit that like button if you're new to the show. Definitely want you to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. That's going to let other coaches know that we are now live. And again, guys, we're going to talk about defense today. We're going to talk about how to build the #1 defense in youth football, man, and just really pumped and excited about it. Now, before we get the show on the road, we're going to go to my favorite segment of the show. Y'all know what time it is. Rep your squad, guys. So what I want you to do is rep your squad, meaning I want to know what city and state you're in and let me know the name of the team you are coaching this year. Or if you're not coaching a team this year, let me know just what city and state you in or a team you previously coached. I want to be sure to give you guys a big shout out and show you guys some love for rocking with me today. And another thing, guys, too. Now, you know, we always like to give away stuff here on the show, right? So if we hit 50 likes on this show today, check this out. If we hit 50 likes on the show today, I'm going to be giving away the Ultimate Beast Flex Defensive System. That's right. I'm giving away the Ultimate Beast Flex Defensive System. That's the new system, that defensive system I just created. And basically what this system is 3 playbooks in one, right? You got the 4-4 Reaper defense, which is a fan favorite over here in Beast Nation, right? Then you got the 6-2 Savage defense, an absolute trench monster of a formation, right? And then you got the 4-2-5 Ring of Fire defense. So with this system, you get 3 playbooks in one, guys. 3 playbooks in one. And we're going to talk about the ultimate Beast Flex system today on the show. So this is going to be really fun. This is going to be really exciting. Let me start by giving some shout outs to you guys. Let's see here. We got Coach Holland in the house out of Dallas, Texas. Shout out to you, Coach. We got Coach Boo. I hope I said that right. Shout out to you and your East Carolina Cardinals team. 12U squad. Shout out to you, Coach. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for rocking with us. We got Coach Joshua in the house out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Shout out to his Cobbs Creek Cats squad, 8U squad. Shout out to you, Coach. Let's see. We got Coach Baker in the house. Shout out to him from Lebanon, Pennsylvania, and his Lebanon Raiders squad. Go Raiders, man. Absolutely love that. We got Coach Blake in the house, the Coach Blake Show 111. Shout out to you and your Knights squad, Coach, man. Thank you for rocking with us on the show today. We got Coach Jay in the house. We got Coach Jay in the house from Maryland. I believe that's Maryland, MD. Yeah, I think that's Maryland. Shout out to you, Coach, and your 7U squad. Shout out to you. We got Coach Run in the house. What's up, my guy, man? I hope you're doing good out of Rincon, Georgia. Shout out to you and your Blue Patriots squad, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you so much for rocking with us. Let me go over here to TikTok and show you guys some love as well. We got Coach Chuck in the house. Shout out to you, Coach Chuck from Ohio. We got, let's see, Coach, let me see. I can't even say that. Coach, I'm going to just say moving. He got moving on the back end of his name. Shout out to you, Coach, out of Sacramento. Shout out to you and your Sacramento Raiders squad. We got Coach Dave in the house out of Mississippi. Shout out to you, man. We got Coach Stewart in the house out of Michigan, man. And look, prayers to everybody affected by the tornadoes in Michigan. Man, really pray for everybody's safety, praying for all the families affected by the tornadoes the other day. Shout out to you, Coach. Let's see who else we got. We got Coach Johnson in the house. Shout out to you, Coach Johnson, out of Wood Ridge. And shout out to his Wood Ridge Raiders squad, man. If y'all ready to get this show on the road, can I get a hell yeah? If y'all ready to get the show on the road, give me a hell yeah. And also shout out to Heavy CMC for the $2 super chat, man. Appreciate you so much, man, for the $2 super, man. God bless you too, brother. Thank you so much, man. Let's get this show on the road. And shout out to you, Coach White. I see you down here. Coach Wright out of Jackson, Mississippi. Let's get it, man. Welcome to the show. All right, guys, we're going to pay some bills real quick. Tonight's episode is sponsored by the Beast Playbook Store. If you're a youth football coach who is tired of guessing and want proven playbooks and systems that actually work, the Beast Playbook Store has you covered. Just scan the QR code and check out the store. Y'all hear my voice cracking a little bit? If guys, and listen, guys, now, if anybody's interested in checking out the playbooks, getting the playbook, anything that we talked about, you can always just scan the QR code. Okay, guys. Also, a lot of you guys have been asking about the wing T offense, guys. We do have the wing T plus gun T offense. It's an entire system. If you're interested in checking that out, all you have to do is comment wing. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook, just comment wing and I'll DM you the link. If you are watching on YouTube, all you have to do is scan that QR code. And if you're watching on TikTok, all you got to do is go to my link in the bio. So, guys, I'm ready to get started with the show, man. I'm so pumped and excited because we're talking about defense. And what's crazy is, guys, I'm actually an offensive-minded coach. Let me know in the comments how many of you guys are offensive-minded and defensive-minded. If you're an offensive-minded coach, just put offense. If you are a defensive-minded coach, just put defense in the comments. Guys, I'm an offensive-minded coach. However, I am a madman when it comes down to defense. Y'all hear me? I'm a madman when it comes down to that. What do I mean when I say that? So when I played football, guys, I was that kind of player that played a little bit of everything growing up, right? On the youth football level, I was a defensive end. I was a right side defensive end. You know, in the junior high level, I played, I was fullback in seventh grade. Um, I played a little strong safety. I don't know how coach put me at fullback and then strong safety. And then I played a little bit of free safety. Then eighth grade, this when I kind of really found myself. I had a new coach and I played outside linebacker and I played tight end. And those two positions kind of followed me all the way up to the high school level until my high school career was over. So I played a little bit of everything. I even played a little bit of cornerback, guys, as well, when I moved up to the ninth grade. And what's so cool is at my school in the eighth grade, um, they moved me up to play with the varsity, to practice and play with the varsity. And when I was doing that, the coach had me playing cornerback and also returning punts and kickoffs. So, guys, I was doing a little bit of everything in high school, but I'm grateful for it because it taught me really the game of football. And, you know, my coaches knew that I had a natural knack for the game of football. And it's crazy because when I was a tight end, you know, I loved tight end. It was natural to me. You know, I was a phenomenal blocker. I could catch. Even though we ran a wing T offense where we ran the ball most of the time, I was a phenomenal tight end and enjoyed that role. But then when I played outside linebacker, I was just another person. Like I was an absolute monster. I was an absolute beast, you know, in that role. And it was just fun to me. Just absolutely fun to me. So, you know, even though I like to score crazy points in youth football as a youth football coach, I go ape shit. Excuse my language. I go ape shit when teams score on us. I don't care if we got 60 points on them. I don't want them to score on us whatsoever. So I'm going to share with you guys what it's about when it comes down to running my flex defense. We're going to talk about the Beast Flex defense today, guys. We're going to talk about what it means to have the number one defense in your league. All right. We're going to talk about that. Let me switch some stuff over. So if you are the type of person that takes notes, this is the podcast where you want to take notes. All right, guys, because we're going to go through some key cornerstone things that's going to take your defense to the next level this year. Okay, this season, I really want my goal for you guys to have the number one defense in your league and position yourself to win a championship. And again, guys, if y'all are new to the podcast, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Again, we got a goal. If we hit 50 likes on the show, we're going to give away my defensive system, the Ultimate Beast Flex defensive system tonight. So make sure y'all hit that like button. When you hit the like button, make sure you put like in the comment so I know that you hit that like button. All right, guys. So this is what we're going to do. I want to start by talking about the 4 objectives of the Beast Flex defense. Okay, guys. And this applies even if you don't run my system, guys. I've coached youth football for 15 years. And I've done multiple things on the youth football level. Some things that worked, some things that didn't work. What I'm going to share with you today, guys, is what has absolutely worked for me for probably, I want to say 10 or 11 years of me coaching youth football on defense. Year in and year out, I have the top 1, 2, or 3 defenses in my league. Okay, guys. And it's because of this mentality that I'm about to teach you guys. All right. So first and foremost, number 1, when you're running the Beast Flex defense, there's 4 objectives we have. Okay, guys. And I may go kind of ape shit a little bit because I get excited talking about defense. There's 4 key objectives that we have. Okay. Number 1, if you want to shut down defense, guys, you got to have a mindset that we're going to shut down that quarterback. Number 1, right? We're going to cut the head off the snake. All right. Other than the center, the quarterback is going to get the ball the majority of the time. And if you rattle that quarterback, if that quarterback is uncomfortable, you got him, guys. You hear me? If the quarterback is uncomfortable, the offense is going to be off. It's going to affect their best running back. It's going to affect the offensive line. It's going to affect their wide receivers. It's going to affect the coach, right? So objective one, we want to shut down the quarterback. Objective number two, we want to shut down the running game, right? We want to shut down the running game. And the way that I phrase this, guys, is you want to shut down the quarterback and their best runner, which is usually the running back. Now, some teams may have, a wide receiver or a multi-purpose player that may play a little quarterback, that may play a little running back, that may play a little wing back or wide receiver, right? Whoever that kid is, we want to shut him down. We want to shut down the running game. Somebody tell me in the comments, why do we want to shut down the running game in youth football? Let me know, why do we want to shut down the running game in youth football? Somebody let me know in the comments. Now, if you've been rocking with me for a while, you already know this answer. Y'all know why we want to shut down this running game, right? Why do we want to shut down the quarterback? Why do we want to shut down the running game in youth football? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Oh, man, I like that. I like that. 80, I think he meant to put 85% running plays. Let's see. Look at this. Coach James says run 80% of the time. Coach Williams says one-dimensional play calling. Coach Willis says because it's 90% of the play calling. Coach White says most youth can't throw. These are some great answers. Coach JJ says make them one-dimensional and force them to pass and eat. I love that. I love that. So these answers are phenomenal. This is why we shut down the run. Most youth football teams are going to run the ball 80 to 85% of the time, okay? That's the average. Most youth football teams are going to do that. Now, some of you guys may be in leagues where you may pass the ball a little bit more, okay? Now, I always want to say that because somebody always come on and they say, well, in our league, we passed that thing. We passed that thing. We pass 60% of the time and run 40% of the time. I understand that there are certain leagues where, especially these elite or travel football leagues where they pass the ball more. But for everybody else, but everybody else in the country, most youth football teams in your league is going to run the ball 80 to 85% of the time. The younger the age group, guys, like if you're coaching 6U, 7U, 8U, 9U up to 10U, guess what? Those teams may actually run the ball 90 to 100% of the time. That 80 to 85% of the time stat really, accounts for the senior teams, the 12Us, the 14Us, the junior highs, right? But for most of you guys, if you shut down the running game, check this out. If you shut down the running game, this is going to make them a one-dimensional offense. And if you make them a one-dimensional offense, right, what happens? Let me know in the comments, guys. If we going coaches clinic tonight. How about that? We're going coaches clinic tonight. If we shut down their offense and make them one-dimensional, what happens, guys, to that offense? What does that offense start to do? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments, guys. What do they start to do? And shout out to you guys who are new to the show that just came in. Really appreciate you guys. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new to the show. Really appreciate you guys rocking with me. And again, guys, we got a goal of if we hit 50 likes on the show today, we're going to be giving away the Ultimate Beast Flex defensive system, the very system we're going to go over tonight, guys. It's 3 playbooks in one. So super, super excited about that. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Coach Matt says they quit. Coach Mark says they fold and get frustrated with each other. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Coach Zion says, this is what I was hoping to get. Let's go. Oh, okay. You're talking about the playbook. Coach Holland says they get confused. What happens, guys, when you shut down that running game, they're going to turn into a pass-oriented team. And let me paint this picture, guys. I love to paint this picture because when this happens this year with you guys, I want you to come back, like refer back to this moment where I tell you guys what I'm about to tell you. When they become a one-dimensional offense, what the coach is going to do is, listen, guys, look, man, we can't establish the running game. And this is the halftime speech, by the way. We can't establish the running game. So, guys, what we're going to do, we got them. We're going to get them. When we open up the third quarter, we're going to pass the ball. We're going to shock them, and we're going to pass the ball. Guys, when these teams become pass-oriented, now it's time for turnovers. I see you, Coach Jay. I see you, Coach Jay. Turnovers happen when teams are not able to play their game. Oh, my goodness, guys. I am preaching tonight. Listen, when teams cannot run the ball effectively, especially at the youth level, and you got pressure on that quarterback, the running game is shut down. You're winning the freaking trenches. Meaning, and I didn't even talk about the trenches. If you are winning the trenches, meaning your guys are shooting the gap and y'all getting in the backfield and that quarterback is getting rushed, what you think is going to happen when they can't run the ball? The quarterback just going to heave the ball up in the air. He's just going to heave the ball up in the air. And this is our philosophy, guys, okay? Let me switch this up. Here's our philosophy. We want the quarterback to be so rattled that he don't want to play no more. We want the offensive line so whipped and so tired that they don't want to block no more. In other words, we want to take their will to win away. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a minute, this next slide. But the results we want from what we do, guys, we want the quarterback to feel consistent, constant pressure. We want the offense to become predictable, meaning we shut down the running game. What they're going to do? They're going to try to pass the ball. They may try to do a trick play or two to try to get some momentum on their side. Guys, y'all should shut these teams down so much that if they do a trick play, and let's say that trick play turn into an explosive play, it don't even affect you guys. Because I don't know one team that gets dominated the entire game and they come back to win the game off of just one play. Just one play. Now, we know teams that may get dominated in the first half, right? And then they come back the second half and win the game. But I'm talking about if you've been shutting down a team all game. No one play, no one pass play is just going to win them the game, because if you're shutting them down, they shouldn't have points on the board. You should be miles ahead of them in terms of scoring, right? So our mindset is we want to create negative plays by shutting down the run, shutting down the quarterback, winning the trenches. We want to create these negative plays. We want to take the momentum of the game. We want to keep the momentum. You know, I talked about the Python mentality, right? Meaning we want to choke the team out. We want to control the clock. We want to control the trenches. We want to control the game. Do y'all feel me? If y'all feel me on this, give me a hell yeah in the comments if this makes sense, guys. Let me know if I'm making sense and if I'm cooking, because I'm feeling myself tonight. I'm feeling myself. I'm telling you guys, I get so excited talking about defense because, you know, me being an offensive guy, like I'm an offensive minded coach. So I like to play chess in a weird way with other offensive minded coaches. I want to see how good he is as an offensive minded coach, because if he's not that good, I'm taking his soul. I'm going to take his soul. And that's what the flex defense is all about, guys. We want to take their will to win away. Y'all got me. We want to take their will to win away. So let's talk about now, guys, the mentality you want your defense to have. All right. Y'all give me 1 sec, guys. Let me get a sip of this tea while we talking. Hey, I see you, Hector. I see you. Hey, if y'all don't want to say hell yeah, say Jesus yeah. I like it. I like it. If you don't want to say hell yeah, say Jesus yeah, or heavens yeah. I like that too. I like that too. Absolutely. So the mentality that you want to have, guys, and this is not only what you want to teach to your kids, but this is the mentality that you need to have as well, coach. You need to have an eat mentality. Okay. What does eat stand for in our defense? That means you want to play explosive, aggressive, and tenacious. I'm going to say that again. You want to play explosive, aggressive, and tenacious. Y'all got me on that. What does it mean to play explosive? We want to out physical the team we're playing at every level. This is why at practice, guys, I talk so much about doing 1-on-1s, 2-on-2s, 3-on-3s. Get your kids used to contact. Get your kids used to trench warfare. Y'all got me. Get your kids used to being physical. You know, one of the most common questions I get from youth football coaches, whether it's in consults or just, you know, on my videos, is how can I get my kid to play more aggressive? That's easy, guys. You got to get your kid comfortable with contact. What we do, and I'm going to tell you what a lot of coaches do, but I'm going to tell you what we do. We put our kids in situations where they're doing 1-on-1s, 2-on-2s, and 3-on-3s. And we start day one at practice, right? What most coaches do is they throw the kid on the deep end of the pool and traumatize them with Oklahoma drills and tackling drills. And the kids, they don't even know how to tackle, right? They don't even know how to properly tackle. So what happens is if the kid don't know how to properly tackle, especially if you had a kid going against somebody who can tackle or is experienced, as soon as the kid get ran over, the kid is going to get traumatized. And now the kid don't love the game, or the kid got some kind of PTSD going on. You don't want to do that. I hate when I hear coaches say, and if you're one of these, I don't hate you per se, but I hate to hear coaches when they say, well, we're going to make some basketball players out of these kids. We're going to make some basketball players. No. Every kid not a dog coming out there. Some kids come out the womb with a football, right? Some kids come out of their mama, come out their mama with a football mentality. Other kids, it takes time. Other kids, they need confidence, right? So what we do, the benefits of the 1-on-1 and 2-on-2 and 3-on-3 drills is we rep it out with the kids. We get them so comfortable with contact, right? That we build their confidence with the reps. And then as they get more confidence, they start to play faster. They start to play more explosive. Now they got a little swagger. So now they're playing more aggressive. Now they're playing more tenacious, right? This is the mentality, guys, that we have on defense, because if you got a defense, guys, where you guys are playing with no energy, y'all playing passive, y'all playing reactionary instead of, you know, attacking, right? Like you're asking for the offense to tear you up. One of the keys to dominating on defense, and y'all need to write this down or go back to it, okay? One of the keys to shutting down any offense is don't let them develop their play in the backfield, okay? Don't let them develop their play in the backfield, okay? Most youth football teams, youth football easy when you know the math, okay? I'm going to give y'all some math, all right? So most youth football teams, it takes them about 2.5 to 3.5 seconds for the play to develop. Okay. This is, you know, the better the youth football teams are, the faster their plays develop in the backfield. Okay. But on average, 2.5, 3.5 seconds for the play to develop in the backfield. That means that you got to have a mentality and you got to coach up your kids and train your kids to be able to get back there or at least occupy the gaps within that time frame. Because if you're playing against these teams that have really good running backs, as soon as that kid get a little momentum running downhill or hit a seam, he's gone. So you don't want to wait till the kid get the ball and he's able to see his running lanes and stuff. You don't want to do that. You want to get in the backfield by playing explosive, aggressive, and tenacious, right? You want to get in the backfield within that 2.5, 3.5 second window. Now, you're going to go against some teams that, your lower tier teams in your league, it may take them 3 to 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds, even. I've seen some of the younger teams take for their plays to develop in the backfield. Okay. Again, the same principle applies. You need to play fast and aggressive, play with energy, have your kids play with confidence so they can get in the backfield and stop these plays. If they don't get in the backfield, at the very least, they need to shoot the gaps, occupy the gaps, and play gap discipline. Y'all got me on that. Give me some ones. Put them ones up, guys, if that makes sense. Put them ones up in the comments, guys, if that makes sense. Man, I'm cooking tonight. Put them ones in the comments if this is making sense. I appreciate that. I see y'all on TikTok. I see y'all, man. Appreciate you. Coach Damian, man. Appreciate you, brother. YBC Gaming, I see you. Appreciate you. Coach PJ, I see you. Appreciate you. Put them ones up. Coach Mark, I see you. Appreciate you. Coach Holland, I see you, man. Appreciate you. So guys, we want to have an intact mentality going into this thing. We want to have an attack mentality. Our defense of mindset should shape our defensive identity, okay? Our defensive mindset should shape our defensive identity. So our identity when teams play us, right? When teams play us, they should have in their mind, damn, these guys play fast. Man, these guys attack every single freaking play. Man, we can't win the line of scrimmage. For some reason, no matter what we do, we cannot win the line of scrimmage. They're either getting back there or clogging the gaps, right? And that, and they dictate the pace of the game. This is why, if anybody study Nick Saban, Coach Saban, the GOAT of college football, right? The GOAT coach of college football. If anybody studied Coach Saban, what made him great was his defenses controlled the line of scrimmage and they dictated the pace of the game. It wasn't even that their offense, don't get me wrong, that offense was off the chain too, an A+ caliber and all of that. But their defense, if you go back and you do film study on how Nick Saban defenses were, they were so damn good at being consistent, at doing the small things right, and controlling the line of scrimmage and dictating the pace of the game. So much so that it didn't matter who they played. Just about every team they played, they shut them down. I remember when Alabama was playing LSU, when Leonard Fournette was the running back. And, Leonard Fournette was just dominating people at running back at LSU all season long. But then when he played Bama, he got shut down because Bama did a damn good job at controlling the line of scrimmage, dictating the pace of the game, and they had an attack mentality, right? They did exactly what we're preaching tonight, right? They shut down the quarterback and their best runner, which was Leonard Fournette. And look, all of y'all, look, and I'm going to put y'all on game. I'm about to put y'all on big game. In youth football, every team got a Leonard Fournette, okay? Just about every team. Now, y'all may have some teams that's so undisciplined and so unorganized and poorly coached where even with their talented player, he's ineffective. But 90% of the teams you're going to face are going to have at least one all-star player, right? If you get really good at cutting the head off the snake, whether it's their quarterback, their running back, And over here, guys, of course, we want to shut down both. If you get good at shutting down those two guys, their offense is going to be immobile. And then what's going to happen is they're going to start making mistakes. They're going to start passing the ball. And then that's going to open up your team to have a lot of turnovers. Y'all got me. And now, guys, so what I want to do, I'm going to pull up the 4-4 Reaper, and I'm going to show you guys how we flex our defense. Put them ones up if y'all ready to see the 4-4 Reaper defense and just kind of how we put everything that I just went over into action. Y'all let me know. Let me know. Give me no ones. Give me no ones. And guys, if you're new to the show, man, appreciate you guys for rocking with us on the Beast Pod. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button. We got a goal of hitting 50 likes, and we're going to give away the defensive system, the Ultimate Beast Flex defensive system tonight. If we hit 50 likes right now, I see 14. We're only at 14 likes, guys. So let's definitely see if we can get to 50 tonight, guys. If y'all want a chance to get that playbook, all right. All right, let's see here. And another thing, guys, and let's talk about this. So y'all know we do the show every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And this is some good news. This is some good news what I'm about to announce. So I got plans of changing the time of the show to 2 days a week, 2 nights a week. I'm thinking about changing the show starting next week every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time or around 12 noon. Let me know, though, about that day. How do y'all like the show being 2 days a week every Tuesday and Thursday? Let me know what y'all think about that. Now, I will say if we do the shows, 2 shows a week, we may not go 2 hours like we do on this show, right? We usually go about an hour and a half, 2 hours on this show. The show will probably go about an hour, no longer than an hour and a half if we do 2 shows a week. So let me know what y'all think about that. And of course, guys, as we go through this, we're going to have a live Q&A segment. Let me know, guys. You know, we haven't did this in a minute. Let me know if y'all want to get on the show. You want to hop on the show during our live Q&A. If you do, if you want to actually jump on the show with your question, just put me, M-E, put M-E, and I'm going to try to get you a guest link so you can jump on the show. Okay. Let's see here. Coach Matt says, what's the best platform to watch? Guys, I always tell you guys, you know, the best platform is YouTube, in my opinion, because YouTube, you're able to see everything, you know, on this side. Like with TikTok, I love my TikTok fam, but they're not able to see everything. So TikTok, if you guys want to be a part of the show, come on over to the YouTube side right now, guys. That would be awesome. Come on over to the YouTube side. Just look up Coach Beast. Just look up Coach Beast and you will see us live and jump on the show. Just be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel when you come on over, okay? So I would definitely say YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, that's also a good platform as well. You're able to see just about everything. Let's see. I see y'all. Coach says just go 1 hour, 5 days a week. That's not a bad idea. That's something me and Miss B's been talking about. If I went an hour, 5 days a week, it'll definitely have to be a daytime show. It'll be a daytime show. So, you know, what I'm contemplating, guys, as it relates to the times is doing the show at 12 noon Central Standard Time, which means it'll make it 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and then 10 a.m. Pacific Time. So that's if I did the day show, right? But if if I did like a night show, it'd be probably around this time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time if I did nights. You know what I mean? When I look at my analytics, most of you guys are on actually Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I personally can't do Friday. I think Fridays are crazy because everybody's, trying to get home and be with their families. But yeah, guys, give me some times. Give me some times. I like the 1 hour, 5 days a week. That's pretty fire. I would love to do that. See, Coach White says, I like the evenings. Yeah, absolutely. Because, the thing about the daytime shows is a lot of you guys tune in, but y'all are working. Y'all watching that working stuff. Y'all can't really sit down and take notes. Like if I do a night show like this one, right? Like y'all able to sit down, relax, watch the show from your phone or from your TV or wherever you at, and you able to take notes, right? See, Coach White says 8 Central Time, 8 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, Coach Chief says 2 days at 2 hours a show seems a lot better to structure more conversation and talk more situations. I feel you with that. I feel you with that, Coach. For sure. For sure. It's crazy. Let's see, agree with night. So we're gonna do nights. We're gonna definitely do nights. How about that? So maybe Tuesday, we start with Tuesday and Thursdays, guys. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I give you guys the final time, but I'm leaning towards 7 p.m. 8 p.m. may work too. So let me know in the comments, guys. Y'all like 7 p.m. Central Standard Time or 8 p.m. Central Standard Time? Drop it in the comments for me. Let me know. We're gonna do a quick vote on that. Let's do a quick vote on that. I wanna see where y'all at with that. I see you, Coach White. I see you. Drills, what's up, Coach? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, y'all put y'all votes down there, guys, as we get ready to go into this next segment, guys, where we talk about the 4-4 Reaper and just kind of how I flex things. All right. Okay, I see y'all. I'm gonna go back and look at these times. Oh, it's gonna be neck and neck. All right, guys. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. So here's the thing, guys. So we talked about quick review. We talked about what it's about, what the flex defense is all about, right? We want to shut down the quarterback. We want to shut down the running back, their best runner, right? We want to win the trenches, and we want to make the offense one-dimensional. Now, I think a coach just asked me this: what do I like best, the 4-4 Reaper or the 6-2 Savage defense? And I'm gonna be honest with you, Coach. I got a person. I love both. I got a personal relationship with the 4-4 Reaper. I ran the 4-4 defense, in high school, and then, from high school, I started running or coaching the 4-4 Reaper when I became a youth football coach way back when. Right? It was the 4-4 defense, and then over time, I learned that okay, I'm going to keep it the 4-4, but we're going to become more flexible, more versatile, more aggressive. That gave birth to the 4-4 Reaper defense that we're about to go over. And you're going to discover why I like the 4-4 Reaper so much. Now, I love the 6-2 defense as well, especially if I'm in a league or if I'm playing against teams that's going to run the ball 90 to 100% of the times. We will flex to the 6-2 defense and we'll just absolutely eat. And we'll double down on what we do, right? Now, if we're going against teams that run spread and they truly are a spread team, they ain't just bluffing. Some teams, most teams are going to run it a spread offense. They're going to run 3x1s, 2x2s. They're going to run, duo. They're going to run all kind of stuff like that. And they want you to be spread out so they can still run the ball in running lanes and run in space, right? They're bluffing on you. They're still going to run the ball 80 to 85% of the time. So our objective, again, guys, is, we want to shut down their running game, right? So we will start our games 99% of the time. We will start our games in the 4-4 Reaper defense. Okay, guys. And by the way, this is the new 4-4 Reaper defensive playbook. It got new plays, new blitz pressures that we're going to kind of talk about a little bit. And also for you guys who are new to coaching, experience, like, kind of install guides, each play has an install guide. So you don't have to be confused on, what the defensive end do, what the middle linebacker do in this situation, what does free safety do. I got an install guide for every play so you can know exactly what to do and how to install it and how to teach your kids their assignments. So, and you guys are welcome, because I spent a hell of a lot of time in December doing this for you guys, because that's the number one thing you guys asked about. Y'all love the playbooks, but y'all like, Coach, do you have an install guide? Like, do you have something that can show us how to install? Yes, sir. We got it. We got it done. So when I'm starting, guys, in the 4-4 defense, first and foremost, and I'm going to try to go fast with this part, but I love for my outside linebackers, guys, to be my best tacklers, my best defensive players, right? Can anybody tell me why I like my outside linebackers as my best players? Let me know. And, to go even deeper and just kind of thinking out loud about this, I like my edge guys to just be monsters. I want them to be the freaking bullies. Y'all got me? I want them to be the bullies. I want them. Your defensive ends and outside linebackers need to be the kids in school that are just alpha dogs, right? Absolute alpha dogs. We want our outside linebackers to be our best tacklers. And I see some of you guys saying containment, run to the outside. Coach White, you got it. You got it. So we want them to be the best players on defense, because most teams are going to run to the outside 80% of the time. So let's do the math again, guys, right? So most youth football teams are going to run the ball 80 to 85% of the time. Of that 80 to 85% of the time, those running plays are going to be ran to the outside 80% of the time. Y'all got me? So you want to make sure you got players who can actually make plays on the edge. And so, I like for my guys to be on the edge and dominate on the freaking edge. Okay, guys? So I may start the game, and usually I will start the game with something like this: 4-4 base Bama. 4-4 base Bama, meaning that we want our outside linebackers playing the edge, keeping that edge. Do not give up that edge. He owns the freaking edge, right? We like to use our defensive ends to occupy the tight ends and the tackles. I love to do that. I love for this guy to be a disruptor. Now, I know a lot of you guys like for your defensive ends to be tall and lanky, which I have no problem with that. If that's what you like, to each their own, no problem with that. But I like for my defensive ends to be short, quick, and stocky. I like for them to be short, quick, and stocky, because I want them to hit the edge, and I want them to be able to be quick. I want them to, and let me say this too. And now we're talking about body types, right? Most tight ends, and I was a tight end, most tight ends that you're going to see are going to be some tall, lanky kids. So if you got a tall, lanky, think about it. If you got a tall, lanky tight end, and you got a tall, lanky defensive end, and they going at each other, them just two tall, lanky kids going at each other. I'd rather for a short, strong, stocky kid who can get leverage to go against that tall, lanky tight end. And guys, I've done this for years, and I'm telling you, my short, quick, fullback type of defensive ends whip up on these tight ends all day, every day, unless the tight end is just a monster. Okay. And, it's not many monsters at tight end that I've seen to shut down a physical defensive end type, short, stocky, quick kid. So try that this year, guys. Try one of your short, stocky, but quick kids. He may not have top speed, but make sure he's quick. Okay, guys. That's a tip. That's a tip, guys. All right. So we'll start off in 4-4 base Bama, right? And based on what the offense is showing us, now we start mixing our pressures up. We'll go 4-4 base Bama twist. We'll start twisting and stunning and mixing up our pressures, because if we're running this and we do something we call it testing the waters. Okay, guys, testing the waters. We'll be in this defense because we want to see who we're up against, right? We want to know who their best player, who their best running back. We want to know where they're weak at on the offensive line. Me and my coaches are analyzing, and we're breaking this stuff down, and we're understanding, the kind of team we're playing. And based on what they're showing us now, we can start mixing up our blitz packages and our calls. We may go, for example, if they're weak on the edge, we may go to 4-4 base Bama twist, where we just start stunning and manipulating the tight end and the tackles. If we find out that they're weak in the middle, and their, let's just say their center is clumsy and make mistakes, we're going Alabama blitz, right? We're going Alabama blitz. We're going to creep up these middle linebackers, and they're going to shoot the gaps and absolutely eat. That's what we want to do in the 4-4 Reaper. And now we're sending 8 men, because now we know, we got the data, right? We got the data. We know that, they got some big, slow, sorry guards. And they got a center that's undersized and clumsy. They got a center that's afraid of his own freaking shadow. So we're going to be the boogeyman. We're going to be the boogeyman, and we're going to send 2 absolute monsters at middle linebacker, and we coming after that quarterback, right? So we are aggressive, but we are extremely smart, right? You got to be aggressive, but you got to be smart, because if you are aggressive, you're automatically taking risks, right? You're automatically taking risks if you are aggressive. Excuse me. So you want to make sure the data you are collecting as you test the waters as a coach is correct. If you find out that they're really weak in the interior, now you can exploit that. If they're weak on the edge, now you can start, wearing them out with the Bama, right? Bama blitz. And now the tight end, he's sick of going against this guy. He's expecting this guy to shoot that C gap. And so what we do, we'll just twist on his ass. We'll twist. And when we twist this tight end, he's going to freeze up. And guess what? Somebody's going unblocked. Somebody's going unblocked. And that's what we want, right? That's what we want. Now, another thing, too, that we do in the 4-4 Reaper, and you're going to see in a minute once y'all see the 6-2 defense, and we may do a little 4-2-5 tonight, is, depending on the type of team we play, we may go cover 1, right? Or we may go cover 3, okay, on the backside. Now, we're going to stay in cover 1 if we know they're not really a pass threat for real. Every team like to do, a tight end pop pass or a go pass or something if they got a half decent wide receiver. And a lot of teams also like to have their running back run some kind of screen and the quarterback pass it to him to kind of stretch the field. Stretch the field. But we're not worried about that, right? Now, if we're going against a team that's truly like a pass-oriented team a little bit, like they okay with pass, they're not a true spread team, but they can get the ball out there, or they got a deep threat, we'll go cover three. We'll still go, we'll go cover three, but we're still sending 6 to 8 men at any given time. Y'all got me. Especially, man, like if I coached 8U, I would run amok in an 8U, because I would mix these pressures up and I'll wear that offensive line out and I'll make them one-dimensional so fast. Now, guys, I coached 10U for about 5 years, and I coached 12U for about 10 years, right? And I'm here to tell you guys, like, if you start wearing out this offensive line and you mix these pressures up and you start confusing these kids, you're going to start taking their freaking souls. And when you take their souls, you're taking their will to win away. Y'all got me. You're taking their will to win away. Now they're sitting there, Mom, I don't want to play no more. You're going to start seeing the quarterback crying. You're going to see the offensive lineman, can't breathe. I know y'all know that kid, that one big kid, because he mentally whipped. He holding his shoulder pads. He think he can't breathe and out of shape. He really having an anxiety attack because he keeps getting whipped all game and he don't know what to do. And then after the game, his mom tried to take him to McDonald's for a Happy Meal. He don't want a freaking Happy Meal. He want a freaking fish fillet. He want a fish fillet. He don't even want a milkshake. He want a freaking black coffee. He don't even want what he usually want, right? And then this same kid go home. Mom want to fix him his favorite cereal. Hey, little Johnny, you want your Lucky Charms? No, Mama, I don't want no Lucky Charms. I want some regular cornflakes. I want some cereal with no milk. I want some cereal with no milk, Mama. I want your cereal. You want to take the kid will to win away. This the kind of effect you want to have. Okay, guys, y'all got me on that. So based on what they're showing you, you go cover one if all they doing is running that ball. Okay, just tell your free safety, stay deep, don't let nothing get past them. We'll shift to cover three. I personally like cover three. I train my guys a lot with cover three. I just like my cornerbacks to play run support as well, so I don't like for them to drift back too far, right? Again, once we know the team, we know what we're going to do, okay? So another thing that again, we love to do is I love mixing my blitz packages, guys. We're not one-dimensional with our blitz packages. Alabama blitz and the Bama blitz, those are our base blitzes. Those are our simple blitzes. Y'all got me. Let me get TikTok right over here real quick, guys. About to exit me out. There we go. All right. So when we go Alabama blitz or we go, Bama blitz, we just setting the tone. A lot of guys, when I show them this, especially haters, they like, we'll burn that defense up. We'll burn that defense up. Dude, I'm only showing you 2 plays out of a playbook that got 40 plus plays, right? Like I'm showing you 2 plays, bro. Calm down, right? So we'll go with our ABO blitz, right? With our ABO blitz, what that means? So we go Alabama blitz. We go Alabama on the strong side. And then we call this Boston, our weak side B gap blitz, we call Boston, B-O, right? So if you put that together, you got ABO. So ABO blitz, and that's how we teach it. I do a lot of states with my kids when we come with different concepts. I use states. We go Alabama, Boston, we got Bama, we got Delaware blitz, we got Cali, right? So this is what we do when you hear ABO. Now, if you guys notice, what we also do we keep these outside linebackers on that edge. Y'all see that? We keep them on the edge because the middle linebackers, their responsibility is we want to always pressure that quarterback and shake up that quarterback. Our interior linemen, one thing I teach them is we want to wear out the center and guards. We want to wear out those centers and guards. And then with our defensive ends, we want to wear out the tackles, tight ends. Now on the weak side, depending on what they're running, because they could be in a balanced set like this, right? It doesn't change for us. We want to wear out those tight ends. We want to win. This is why it's so important to play explosive, aggressive, and tenacious. Y'all got me. All of this stuff starts to make sense once you see the plays, right? And in the formations and the concepts, right? Yeah, and what I'm going to do too, guys, as we go here, I'm going to answer y'all questions as we go because I do see some good questions as we go here. Coach Frank says, I coach 14U. What defense with a team that's good at both pass and rush? I'm starting with the 4-4 Reaper, Coach. Starting with the 4-4 Reaper because the 4-4 Reaper is really great for balanced teams. It's versatile to shut down the run and shut down the pass, right? So I'm running the 4-4 Reaper if we're going against balanced teams. I love balanced teams because we got to answer for them, right? Now, teams that are extreme, right, meaning they pass the ball a lot, we're going to 4-2-5, which I'm going to get to that one in a minute. Or if they run the ball a lot and run heavy, we're going 6-2. Now, for a lot of you guys, y'all are 5-3 guys. Run the 5-3 juggernaut defense. We got the 5-3 juggernaut defense. If you don't want to run the 6-2, run the 5-3. You want that extra linebacker there. That's perfectly fine, okay? So, again, we may go ABO blitz. We may go ball blitz, right? We may go ball blitz. Then we may say, okay, we know what they're doing. And this is where it gets funky, guys. Y'all ready for some nasty stuff? This is where we get real funky with it. We may go 4-4 base, Alabama twist spy. What does that mean? What does that mean? What that mean is we will just send one linebacker to blitz. We may send them both up to creep, but one falls back, play QB spy, the other one blitz, while our outside linebackers and defensive ends are stunning and twisting. What y'all think going to happen against offensive line that's already shook up and they're sick of getting pressured? What y'all think going to happen to the offensive line? Let me know. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. And by the way, Miss B says we're at 37 likes so far. 37 likes, guys. We're getting close. I think we got, 13 more likes to go if we're going to hit 50 likes and give away this playbook system. Let me know. Coach Williams says, so this is only meant to defend a heavy run formation? Hell no. No, sir. No, sir. So the 4-4 Reaper defense is just our base defense. Now, we will run our 6-2 defense to go against more of these heavy run teams, which you're going to see that in a minute, Coach. Now, we will flex this defense to the 4-2-5 against more pass-oriented, spread-oriented teams. But this is just our base defense. Now, look, if we're running the 4-4 Reaper and we're whooping their tails, which we do a lot of the times, we whoop their tail all game just out of the 4-4. We're going to stay in the 4-4. We may not flex at all, right? We may not flex whatsoever. But when we see that, oh, they're worn out. Hey, let's go to 6-2. Let's flex this down to 6-2. We'll go down to 6-2, and then we'll start eating with the 6-2. So I see some of you guys want to see that 6-2 defense. Let me know if you want to put them ones up if y'all want to see the 6-2 defense. Let me know. Let me know. And so, guys, we're starting to mix Alabama twist, and we're starting to go Alabama cloud. Now, this is when we guys got their souls taken. This is when their souls are taken. they start to pass the ball. We're going to go to our cloud look. Now, when we go to our cloud look, these outside linebackers, they're bluffing. They're bluffing like they're blitzing, and now we're playing zone. We're playing zone in the hooks and curls. When we play zones in the hooks and curls, that's when we start getting a hell of a lot of interceptions. Y'all got me. Now, if y'all are going against a team, that all of a sudden they in panic mode and they go straight spread, right? They going like 2x2s on you, right? Okay, no problem. We'll go to our Alabama cloud, double QB spy look. And we'll keep everything underneath. Whatever they're trying to do, we're going to keep everything underneath. And that's what we do. Now, it's a few more things I'm going to show you guys before we go to the 6-2 that you can do. Now, you guys can run this 4-4 defense to death. And then you say, okay, I want to stay in the 4-4, but I want more guys down. Okay, cool. We'll go to our monster look. We'll go down to our monster look. Now we got more guys on the line, and they're eating this way. This is not even a 6-2, guys. Even though this shows like a 6-2 look, this shows a 6-2 look. This is not even our 6-2 defense. Okay. And now with the monster look, we're applying the pressure. Our ears are pinned back, right? And we're taking it to their ass. Now we're able to flood aside. If we know they're one-dimensional, we'll flood aside. We'll go play side, flood. We'll go weak side, flood. We'll play the flats. We know, if these guys, are trying to pass on the edge and all of that stuff, we'll just play the flats. Y'all see the versatility of this defense? I hope y'all like getting a vision of all the stuff you can do. Let's see. Coach CJ says, can you run it at younger levels? Heck yeah. I actually recommend it. Really, 6U up. I know it's 6U. Some of you guys got weird league rules where they don't like kids to do double A gap blitz or line up in the A gap. But look, if I was coaching 6U, 8U, 10U, I'm running the 4-4 Reaper defense. Hands down, bar none. And then, then I'm adding other stuff. Now, with the younger ages, and I'm about to get this 6-2 pulled up for you guys. Now, with these younger ages, you can just run the 6-2 if you like. That's an option for you. The 6-2 is, we won a championship running 6-2 at the 12U level. We was running the 4-4 Reaper, but in our league that particular year, most teams like to run heavy. So we'll flex into, the 6-2 and eat that way. That's what we'll do. All right, guys, y'all bear with me. Let me get the 6-2 pulled up for you guys. Guys, if y'all are getting value, man, do me a solid. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, man. I hope y'all are getting value from the show. I'm having fun teaching this. I just absolutely love teaching, guys. I won't lie to you. This is something I thoroughly enjoy, and I hope you guys are getting value from the show. Let's see here. Be sure to hit that like button, guys, and subscribe. Miss Beast, where are we on likes? We guys, again, if we hit 50 likes, we're going to give away a copy of the Ultimate Beast Flex defensive system, what we're actually going over right now, guys. All right, guys, let's see. All right. Now we got this 6-2 pulled up. Y'all bear with me here. If y'all can see that, give me a thumbs up. So again, guys, with the 6-2 Savage defense, again, 6 linemen, 2 linebackers. Now, if you notice, this setup is very similar to the 4-4, right? Very similar. Instead of these outside guys being called outside linebackers, we call them defensive ends in the 6-2. Now, if you don't want to like your kids to be confused or something, just call them either or, just call them outside linebacker or whatever, it don't matter, either or. But what the 6'2" defense allow you to do, man, to apply that pressure, it allows you to apply that pressure on Max, guys. We still got the Alabama blitz. We call it 6'2" wide, Alabama blitz, cover one, right? We still got the Bama twist setup going, right? We still go cover three with it. Like the flex system is so easy to install because really who's doing most of the work is going to be your outside linebackers flexing. Y'all got me? The outside linebacker is going to be the ones flexing. Now, the significant difference too with the 6'2" opposed to the 4'4", with the 6'2", we're selling out with the run. Like we're trying to absolutely demolish them and take their souls. We know that they got a week out. And look, most of you guys, check this out. Most of you guys are going to go against teams that got average to below average offensive lines. By the way, don't let that be you this year. Don't let that be you. Most of the teams you face are going to have very mediocre offensive lines. What that mean for you? That means if you're running a 6'2" defense and they're running that ball 80 to 85% of the time, you can pin your ears back and do whatever you want with them. Your job is to shut down that quarterback, running back, and win the freaking trenches. You're going to do a lot of damage if you just win the trenches. If you win the trenches and this guy get the ball and he can't run to the outside and he trying to bounce it back in, he's going to run into your trench monsters, right? He's going to run into your nose guards and he's going to get ate alive. You got me? And a lot of you guys in your league may have more success running the 6'2". Again, I tell you guys, start in the 4'4" so you can test the waters, aka analyze. Then okay, all they're gonna do is run the ball. Their best player is this running back, and they get him the ball, and he's trying to win everything for him, and the offensive line suck because you're going against microwave coaches and stovetop coaches, right? That all they use is they top one or two, maybe three players if they lucky, right? But their offensive line is mediocre. You line up in the 6'2" defense, pin your ears back, and absolutely dominate that game. Dominate that game, take their freaking souls, aka their will to win away. And guys, you're going to start getting talked about in your league. You hear me? They're going to start saying, man, I don't want to play. I don't want to play the Warriors, man, because these Warriors, they've been beating teams 42-0. Like teams are not even able to get on their side of the field to have a chance because you guys are using this flex defense correctly, right? That's what you freaking want to be. That's how you be the number one defense in your league. That's how you do it. Does this make sense, guys? Give me a hell yeah if this makes sense. Give me a hell yeah. And, some of you guys may say, okay, well, Coach Beast, what if, I don't want to fully sell out with the run? You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to mix it up a little bit. Okay, cool. No problem. No problem at all. We'll go 6'2", Sky, Cali, Blitz. Okay? Very simple call for us. Whenever we call Sky, remember these guys, they're still like our linebackers. We just flexed them, right? They'll just play the flats. They're selling the outside, but we'll go have them play the flats. I have my strong side middle linebacker blitz the C gap, Cali. That's why we say Cali. C gap blitz. He know that call, right? We have our weak side middle linebacker. He'll just come back. We have him play like the middle of the seams, right? Kind of almost like a QB spy look to make sure nobody kind of shoots this A gap, right? And we got cover 3 on the backside with our cornerbacks and our free safety. Boom. That's what we do, right? Then if we want to just blitz one of our middle linebackers, we can go 6'2" wide, Alabama weak, and we know that our weak side linebacker is going to blitz the A gap, or we can go strong, where our our strong side middle linebacker, our Mike, shoots the gap. Y'all see the versatility, guys? That's what I want y'all to see, the versatility. And of course, you got 6'2" wide, Alabama cover 3 out of the 6'2". Let me show y'all something even more unique. Guys, y'all can go Thor blitz. Thor blitz is just our strong side blitz. We're flooding. We're flooding the strong side, and then we can even go 6'2" wide Thor blitz spy, where we're still flooding with our defensive line, but we're playing double QB spy, especially against these teams that got, a good quarterback that's more of a dual threat guy, and they got a good running back. You want to have defenses where you got the QB spy. Y'all got me? Coach Powers want to know, Coach, in your book, do you explain in detail how to install? Yeah, guys. I don't know if you've seen it, Coach, a few minutes ago. Every single play has an install guide. Every single play. So let's say we doing 6'2" wide Alabama flood cover 3. This tells you exactly what to do. It tells you the play, what it's about. It brings full interior pressure while protecting the back end. It tells you actually what the play is about. So you can know how to use it, when to use it. And then for each position, right here, guys, guess what? It gives you instructions on what they need to do, how they need to attack. Okay? And that's the case for every single play. It doesn't matter. Y'all got that? The same go with the offensive playbooks too, guys. If you're running 6'2" wide, Alabama X, same thing. Tells you exactly what you need to do. Okay, guys? Y'all got that? Hope I answered that question, Coach, for you. Shout out to Coach Spence for the super chat, man. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat, man. Really appreciate you, brother. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, let me see here. And again, guys, if y'all new to the show, welcome to the Beast Pod. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. I hope y'all are enjoying the show. This is kind of our little mini clinic, guys, for the next few weeks, actually. I'm going to be breaking down some X's and O's for you guys and sharing, defensive concepts. I like to start with defense. So we're going to go in like a part 2 with this next show. And then, we're going to get into the offense. We're going to get into talking about the wing tee, the gun tee. We're going to get into talking about the beast a little bit, the air raid. We're going to get into all of it, guys, this year. Really pumped and excited about it. All right, guys. Let's see here. And guys, of course, if you got questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Be more than happy to answer your questions. Coach says, could you explain how this works against 5 wide spread? Again, Coach, this is why we run the flex defense. We run the flex defense so we can flex this to a 4-4 or a 4-2-5. If we're going against a team that actually is running 5 wide, first and foremost, the team running 5 wide, I already know they're just trying to throw the ball in space or try to spread us out so they can run in between the tackles or the guards. I know that, number one. Get that out the way. But if they are going 5 wide and they truly are an empty set type of offense, we'll just flex our defense to 4-2-5 or go to the 4. Really, we'll go to the 4-4 first because I want to see if they full of shit or not, right? Now, if they're truly a pass-oriented team, okay, yeah, we will go to the 4-2-5, okay, guys? And as a matter of fact, that's what I will pull up now for you guys, the 4-2-5. So y'all bear with me. And Coach Jay, man, appreciate you so much, man, for the $1.99 super chat, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome, man, tonight. Appreciate the super chats and appreciate the love, man. Thank you so much. All right. And if y'all guys are getting value, man, from the show, again, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe because my goal is for this to be the #1 youth football podcast. for youth football coaches. And we already are. I don't know any other youth football podcast quite like this one. And you know, my goal to make this the biggest podcast for you guys as humanly possible. So really appreciate you guys rocking with me. Coach Robert says, bought all your playbooks last, I want to say what you probably said last week. Lots of good play designs. Man, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the love, man. Thank you for the love. I try to put a lot of love into what I do. A lot of love into what I do. Let's see here. Y'all bear with me, guys, as I get this pulled up for you. All right. All right, guys. Now we got the 4-2-5 Ring of Fire Defense 2.0. Hey, don't that player just look badass? Doesn't this player just look badass, man? So now with the 4-2-5 defense, what does it look like? Y'all let me know in the comments. What formation does the 4-2-5 look like? Y'all let me know. Let me know. This is fun, man. I'm having fun. By the way, Miss B says 3 more likes to hit 50, right? 3 more likes to hit 50 likes for the show, meaning we're going to give away this whole system. We're giving away the 4-4 Reaper, the 4-2-5, and the 6-2 Savage with the Ultimate Beast Flex defensive system. So y'all be sure to hit that like button. Once we hit 50, Miss Beast will let me know, and that'll let me know that we're going to be giving away a playbook. That's right, guys. 4-4. 4-4. It looks like the 4-4. Exactly. So the big difference is, again, guys, you can run this defense. So let me remove this real quick. Y'all bear with me. So you can run this. Let's say you're in the 4-4. You're in the 4-4 defense, and we flex it, right? When we flex it, our outside linebackers, they're just going back. They know they're going to play the hooks and curls. They're going to go back about, I think with the 4-4 Reaper defense, they're 4 yards off the ball. With the 4-2-5, they're 6 yards off the ball. Okay. Now the responsibilities and the assignments are a little different, which we're about to get into, but they're just flexing. And if I want them to flex down to the 6-2 defense, what we do? We just bring them down. Now what does the defense look like, guys? Let me know in the comments. What does the defense look like now when I creep them down like that? Let me know, guys. And for everybody who's watching on TikTok, appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you so much. If y'all want to actually see the diagrams and the plays that we're doing, come on over to the YouTube side. Just come on over, look up Coach Beast or Coach Beast Youth Football Strategies, and you will see us live. Okay, guys? Appreciate you, TikTok. That's right, 6-2. That's right. So that's what we do, guys. So if, okay, y'all was asking about what if they, go empty, right? Let's say they do something like this. Let's see. They go empty, go trips on this side, and then they go. Let's say they got a slot receiver and they got a Z over there, right? Okay, no problem. Like, our guys are going to play their assignments, right? We still got cover 3 on the back end. And one thing that I teach my kids on the back end is keep everything underneath. Keep everything underneath. Don't let nobody beat you deep. We want to keep everything underneath. We get our star and our rover. They're going to play the hooks and curls. They know this is their zone. This is their zone, guys. Okay. And I'm very sure to specify this here in the install guide. Okay. I specify this in the install guide, what they need to do, what they need to focus on, their point of emphasis, right? So we'll go here and we'll play every area of the field. Now, mind you, what we rep at practice is we know that if they're in some kind of look like this, especially at the youth level, they're going to run some kind of bubble screen right here, right? They may try to go long back here, you know. They may try to run the bubble right here. They'll try to run the bubble right here. Or if they're empty, quarterback can get the ball, especially if he's a dual threat kid. He'll try to get the ball and just try to go between the guard and center, or tackle. We know this. Like, this is the stuff we rep with the kids, right? Now, something that's different that we teach in the 4-2-5 that's different from the 4-4 and the 6-2 is the 4-4 and 6-2 is a mirror system, meaning usually what happens on one side happens on the other. Not all the time, because we mix our blitzes. When we call them, they know what to do. But with the 4-2-5, you got a run side and a coverage side. Okay. For us, let me go back real quick. For us, wherever our money guys or our star, whatever y'all want to call them, and this is nothing but nickel guys. This is a nickel defense, really. We'll have him do a lot more coverages, and then on the weak side, this is more of our run side back here. Y'all got me. Now, this is some advanced stuff that I'm getting into, so I'm not going to get too deep because a lot of you guys won't have to do that. Okay, so if y'all want me to get deep and have Coach Beast go Super Saiyan, I could go Super Saiyan, but for the sake of this, just understand, if you decide you want to run the 4-2-5 exclusively, you got a run side, you got a coverage side. Now, we do the same thing in the 4-2-5 that we do in the 4-4, but we do it on steroids, right? Now we're doing reaper blitzes, right? Where we may have our star do a delayed blitz, or he may creep up and blitz the backside based on what we see, right? We may go weak and have the rover do the same thing. I may call wildfire, right? When we go wildfire, we're blitzing both of those outside linebackers, almost like we're in a 6-2 or a 4-4, right? And then we'll have our middle linebackers. They're going to go out. They're going to replace the star and the rover. They're going to play the hooks and curls. Okay, so it's a lot more versatility. There's a lot more dimensions to the 4-2-5, than the 4-4 defense or the 6-2. I will say this: I say 80% of you guys who are on the show may rarely flex to the 4-2-5 unless y'all are in a league where teams love to run and pass and spread, right? Most of you guys are going to run the 4-4 and the flex to the 6-2. And then when teams get desperate, check it out. This is going back to our philosophy, right? When teams get desperate as hell, that's when you can flex to the 4-2-5 and absolutely take their freaking souls. Y'all got me. And then, even with the blitz dynamics, guys, you can go into 4-2-5, cover 3 flood, blitz strong. And again, guys, with these names, y'all can simplify them for your kids too, okay? It don't have to be, these concepts. These are more for you. And then you can dumb it down for your kids if you like, okay? But again, guys, we mix our blitz packages up. We mix how we stunt. We mix how we do things. Y'all got me. If we're going against teams, again, who love to pass the ball, now we're going into, our cover 3 sky look, Bama. We still blitzing in the interior, but if you notice, we're playing every area of the field now in that 4-2-5. Y'all got me? We're playing every area of the field. We still mixing our blitzes up. But guess what? If we want to go back to our 4-4 defense, we can. Simple. They just shift. I just make the call. Y'all got me. So does this make sense, guys? Does the flex system make sense? So here's the rule of thumb. Here's the rule of thumb. If you're in a league where teams are running the ball 80 to 85% of the time, run the 4-4 Reaper defense. You're going to run the 4-4 Reaper defense the most. Okay. If you're in a league where they run the ball 90 to 100% of the time, you're probably going to flex down to 6-2 a lot and run that a lot, probably the majority of the time, depending on your philosophy. Okay. And if you're in a league, let's say where they pass the ball 70-30, 60-40. I had one coach say, they pass the ball 70% of the time. I don't know how sustainable that is, but if that's the truth, if you're in a league where, you're going against teams that do nothing but pass the ball, run the 4-2-5, just flex to the 4-2-5, and you'll be good to go. All right, guys, do we have any questions? Any more questions? I want to make sure I get any questions, guys, before we shift gears, because I have some good news. Guys, we have hit 51 likes. So, I corrected. Miss B says 57 likes. So big congrats, guys. Congratulations to you guys. So we are giving away a copy of the Ultimate Beast Flex system. We're giving away the exact system I just showed you guys. The 4-4 Reaper, the 6-2 Savage, and the 4-2-5 defense. That's what we're going to do. If we hit 60 likes, check this out. If we hit 60 likes, I'm going to give away 2. That's right. I'm giving away 2 copies if we hit 60 likes. So Miss B's going to let me know, and we go from there. Let me get to some of y'all questions. Some of y'all got some great questions. Let's see here. Coach Jay says, do you do one-on-one group sessions, Coach Beast? I do, man. I do. As a matter of fact, I haven't put it up in the store yet, but if anybody want to book a consult with me, all you have to do is send me an email. Let me know you're interested, and then I'll let you know my rates and all of that. And I do group sessions or individual strategy sessions. Okay. I just dropped my email. So if you are interested in a consult or a group session, let me know. Also, if you are interested in me coming and speaking to your program, email me. Some of you have already emailed me. Just make sure you email me. Let me know what you want, and I'll send you the interest form and all of that, okay? Shout out to Super Rogue 17 for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man, for the super chat. I really appreciate you. So Super Rogue want to know, how do you teach this to inexperienced kids? My 12U are significantly behind in development because the program only returned 2 years ago. Okay. Great question. Now, first of all, this is a loaded question. It'd take a whole show to kind of break this down. But what you want to do, and I'm going to give you some practical advice, and then I want you to email me because we may need to do a whole hour consult. I can give you the whole rundown. The first thing you want to do, coach, is, if you haven't already, get my free offensive blocking drill book. Also, get my free full season practice plan. That's going to give you an outline of everything. Now, mind you, guys, if y'all watching this and y'all need that, you just scan the QR code and you can get both of those resources. Okay, guys? So what you want to do first and foremost, and this is what we do, you want to rep the fundamentals with the inexperienced kids, because what's the weakness of inexperienced kids? They don't have no experience. One of the best ways to give them experience is you want to rep the hell out of a few things. Number one, you want to rep the hell out of blocking, of course, on offense. You want to make sure your kids know what they're doing on offense as it relates to blocking. Everybody, I repeat, everybody got to be committed to blocking. Then tackling, you want to have the best tackling team, okay, in the league. Again, same process of reps. We just put our kids through progressions, okay? I teach my kids hawk tackling, okay? So we go through a 4-step progression. You know, we teach near shoulder, near thigh, wrap and roll. If you don't like the roll word, wrap and drive. It doesn't matter. I don't give a you know what. Okay, you can wrap and roll them or wrap and drive, whichever one y'all comfortable with teaching with your kids. So we teaching the fundamentals on the front end, okay? And then we go into group sessions, which I like to call building the house. This is when I start teaching these concepts, okay? If I'm teaching the 4-4, the kids that we was teaching with our who are our defensive linemen, we bring them together with our middle linebackers, our cornerbacks, and our free safeties, and now we're building the house, putting the house together with the things that they learned when they was separate. Again, the practice plan is going to help you know exactly what I'm talking about in terms of outlines and all of that. So, Coach, email me, Coach, because it'll take a whole show for me to break this down, and I can do a whole show for you guys on everything I do from A to Z. That's no problem. All right. Thank you again for that super chat, Coach. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Miss B said we got one more like to hit 60 likes, and that way I'm gonna give away 2 copies of the Ultimate Beast Flex defensive system. Really excited about that. All right, guys. Any more questions? Great questions too, guys. I appreciate you guys. So we're going to get ready to give away some playbooks. If y'all ready to get some give away some playbooks, give me a hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah. Let me know. And TikTok fam, I see y'all over here. I'm making sure I'm not missing any questions on this end. Country Max says, sup, Coach, I'm thinking about running the wing tee for my 6U squad. Only concerns is the blocking. Coach, if your concern is the blocking, easy solution. Focus on blocking. Focus on blocking. If you don't already, download my free offensive blocking drill book. That's going to give you guys all the blocking drills I do. If you want even more drills, I got the Building Champions off-season drill book. That got a hell of a lot, even more drills for every position, okay? Get that blocking drill book first. Double down on blocking. Guys, listen when I tell you this. Double down on blocking, no matter what you run on offense. I don't care if you run spread, the beast offense, wing tee, gun tee. I don't give a damn, right? If you want to have success this season, you got to get good at blocking. Prioritize blocking this season and prioritize tackling on defense, and also do 1-on-1s, 2-on-2s, 3-on-3s. Get your kids familiar with trench warfare, with getting physical. Teach them how to shoot those gaps, because if you get teach those kids how to shoot the gaps, it's over. It's over. You got me? So Coach Matt says, how do you get kids to shift? For us, Coach, it's pretty simple. It's pretty fundamental for us. So, we may, for example, at practice, what I personally like to do, I'm old school with this. We do strong left, strong right, right? And they know when I say strong left, they just going over a gap, or going over a spot, right? And we got cones lined up at practice where we teach them their spots. Let me show y'all some real quick. Y'all bear with me. So y'all see the defensive alignment techniques and gaps, right? So we're teaching our kids where to line up. Now, listen, you don't have to teach your kids 2 technique, 3 tech, 1 technique. You don't have to do that unless you want to and you're comfortable with doing it. You don't have to do that. Now, what I teach my kids as it relates to the gaps and things of that nature, I teach them A gap, B gap, C gap, D gaps on defense. On offense, I'm teaching them the numbering system, right? One gap, two gap, three gap, all of that good stuff. So I teach them that. You don't have to teach them the techniques. This is more for you as a coach, okay? And this is why the playbook is so dynamic and important, right, for you, because it teaches you the different gaps and techniques. You can, if you want, you could tell your defensive tackle, your strong side, hey, you're gonna line up in a two-tech. What's a two-tech? It's over the guard, right? Well, we want you to line up in a two-tech, a 2-eye, where you just on the inside of the guard. Like, you can start explaining that stuff and breaking it down to the kids. Now, again, depending on the age that you coach, I wouldn't do it. I'll start doing it like with kids that's 12U. Like I would teach my kids 12U if they was at that level. I don't teach them, 2 technique, 3 technique yet, right? But they know all the other stuff. Good deal. Great question. And again, guys, if anybody want to get any of the playbooks, you can just scan the QR code on the screen. If you're watching on TikTok, you can just go to my link in the bio and go to the playbook store to get any of the playbooks that you guys just seen. You can get them individual, or you can get them a part of the Ultimate Beast Flex defensive system. All right, guys. So it is giveaway time over here on the Beast Pod. Really pumped, really excited about it. So for everybody who doesn't know the rules of engagement with how we give away playbooks over here, let me explain. So what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do is ask you a question based on what you learned from the show tonight. All right. And for those who get it correct, I'm going to select a winner. Okay. If you get it incorrect, tough titty, I'm sorry, you didn't win this time. Maybe next time. Now, tonight, we giving away 2 copies of the Ultimate Beast Flex defensive system because we have hit 61 likes. So we have hit 61 likes. So y'all bear with me one sec. Y'all bear with me. All right. So we good. We good. So what we're going to do, and it's the rules of engagement clear. I want to make sure it's clear because I know some of y'all sometimes miss. I had to block somebody. So sorry, guys. I had to block an idiot. Sometimes I very rarely get idiots into the show, into the podcast, in the Beast Nation. But sometimes we get 2-gear idiots. Coach B, it's a part of the job. It's a part of the job. It's all good. And, when you're in Beast Nation, y'all already know what we about over here, right? We're about brotherhood, respect, and support over here. So when a moron come in and they start talking crazy, talking crap, we handle that. We nip it in the bud. We got a zero tolerance for disrespect, stupidity, and weak men over here. Weak, insecure men over here. We don't do that over here. All right, guys. So here we go. First question. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some music to kind of put some suspense to it. That's right, Coach Matt. Dust it off. And by the way, everything y'all know, when y'all run this offenses that we do over here in Beast Nation, y'all going to get a lot of haters in y'all leagues and stuff. Just shake it off, guys. Shake it off. All right, first question. What are the 4 core objectives of the Beast Flex defense? So earlier in the show, we talked about the 4 objectives, right? We talked about the 4 core objectives of the defense. What are the 4 core objectives of the defense? I'm gonna give you guys 60 seconds to answer that. Also, if you're watching on TikTok and you want to be a part of the giveaway, just come on over to the YouTube side. Come on over to the YouTube side and you'll be a part of the giveaway. Okay, guys? Facebook, y'all good. I can see your comments from Facebook. All right. And I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I hope y'all learned something. Yeah, guys. So next week, again, those who missed the announcement, we're going to switch to 2 days a week. 2 days a week. I kind of like what one of you guys said about 5 days a week for an hour. I like that. But I already know Miss Beast will shut me down. She'll say, I'm still recovering. So she'll probably shut me down from doing it that frequent. Come on, guys. Y'all struggling, man. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me make it. Wait. No, I'm going to keep it as is. I'm going to go back to the question. What are the 4 core objectives of the flex defense? I want all 4. See, sometimes I make it too easy for you guys. And everybody get it. But I want to see if y'all really listening. What are those 4 core objectives? And mind you, y'all remember what I said, right? I said, take notes. Y'all better listen when I tell you, take notes. $20 more seconds, guys. Some of y'all got 3. All right. All right, that's it. That's it. So let me give you guys the answer before I pick a winner. So the 4 core objectives of the flex defense is, number 1, we want to shut down the quarterback, right? We want to shut down that QB. Number 2, we want to shut down the run or the running game. Either or would work, okay? Number 3, you want to win the goddamn trenches, guys. You want to win the trenches, right? Or I would accept control of the line of scrimmage as well. I would accept that too. And number 4, you want to make the offense one-dimensional. One-dimensional. So shut down the quarterback, shut down the running game, win the trenches, make the offense one-dimensional. If you got that correct, congratulations. Big congrats there. Big congrats there. So we got a winner. Let me make sure I got them right. Yeah, we got a winner, guys. The winner of the playbook giveaway is Super Rogue 17. Congratulations. Congratulations. So if you win, guys, all you have to do is email me tonight. I will send. I made it a priority, guys, to start sending the playbook the next day, because I get so behind with my email sometimes that I go longer than what I said. So I'm not doing that no more. I'm going to just send you your playbook tomorrow. So email me tonight. Let me know the playbook you won and your name, and I'll get you taken care of. Okay. Let me put my email up. This is my email. Okay. So just email me here, Coach. Super Rogue 17 said, just made my night, man. I'm glad, man. Congratulations. So, guys, are y'all ready for the next playbook giveaway? Give me a hell Yeah, in the comments. Give me a hell yeah. We're gonna turn this music back up. And again, guys, if you're new to the show, welcome to the Beast Pod. One thing I love to do, this, like I said last show, I love giving away stuff. I love it, man. Absolutely love it. This is like quickly becoming my favorite segment of the podcast, which is giving away stuff. So if you haven't already, guys, like and subscribe to the channel, because we're trying to make this the biggest channel for youth football coaches in the world. Like I'm big on ambition, man. This is going to be the biggest podcast and the biggest YouTube channel in the world for youth football coaches. Hands down. All right, guys. Next question. Now, this one should be a little bit easier than the last one. All right. What does the EAT mentality stand for? What does the EAT mentality stand for? If y'all don't know this, I'm kicking you out of Beast Nation. It's over. You gotta go. You gotta go. What does the EAT mentality stand for? I'm gonna give y'all 60 seconds. I'm gonna go to my other beat I like. Oh, let's see. Again, TikTok, appreciate you guys so much for rocking with me. TikTok fam, y'all are awesome. If y'all want to be a part of the playbook giveaway, come on over to YouTube. Come on now. What you waiting on? Come on over. Just look up Coach Beast. We are live right now. And I'm gonna give y'all about 40 seconds. 40 seconds to come on over. I see some moms over here watching from TikTok. Appreciate you, moms, sports parents in general. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me on the show. Y'all are awesome. Really appreciate you. If you guys are watching from TikTok too and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We are growing over there. We at 50,000 plus over there on TikTok. We at 22,000 plus on YouTube and 43,000 plus on Facebook. We are growing, guys. Appreciate you guys. And I think with the Facebook group, we're at 4,600 plus. Appreciate you guys. Oh, see, y'all got this one. Y'all got this one. I love it. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to find a winner. Okay, and we got a winner. Yeah, I think we got a winner. I gotta get off because I gotta have dinner. I think we got. I think we got a winner. I gotta get off because I gotta have dinner. Guys, I got bars. I got bars for days. Got bars for days. So the question was, what does the EAT mentality stand for? What does the EAT mentality stand for? It stands for playing explosive, aggressive, and tenacious. Explosive, aggressive, and tenacious. If you got that correct, congratulations. But there can only be one winner. Can only be one winner. And the winner, wait, hold on. Let me make sure they got it right. Let me double check. Just make sure. Yeah, okay. And guys, listen, it's funny because I'm looking at the potential winner, and I always go with my intuition. I never go with the first pick unless my intuition leads me there. And there's some people who have won playbooks and they was the first one to get it correct. But I truly go with my intuition. I believe in that, um, because I believe the person who need it is going to get it. And that's just how I feel about it. And with that being said, the winner of the Ultimate Beast Flex defensive system is Coach KD. Congratulations, brother. Big congrats. Big congrats. So all I need you to do is email me. You know what? Make sure you email me, Coach. I got to name one more coach. I got to name it because that's what my intuition is telling me. Is that okay with y'all? Can I name one more winner? Y'all let me know. Let me know in the comments. Can I name one more winner? Give me a hell yeah or a heavens yeah or Jesus yeah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Can I get one more winner? Y'all let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If I get 10 years, I'll name one more winner. Let's see. Well, this fast. This is very fast. Let's see. Getting a lot of years. And y'all be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button for me. Really appreciate you guys. Hit that like button for me. Okay. All right. I think we got 10, probably got 20 now. All right, guys. One more winner. The third actually winner of the Ultimate Beast Flex defensive system is Coach Williams. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations, Coach Williams, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you guys actually participating in the giveaway. For those who don't know, I like to give away playbooks every show because that's just who I am. It's who my wife, Miss Beast, is. It's just, I believe that you get blessed when you give. You know, I know it's kind of tongue in cheek when it's that, you know, when I say it's better to give than receive, but every time, man, I give, God blesses me. I say that all the time, and it's just the truth. It's just the truth. And, you know, my prayer and my hope for everybody that's connected to Beast Nation is that you guys are able to maximize on your impact in your youth football program. That's my goal. I want you guys to maximize y'all impact. I want y'all to transform the lives of your kids, because if you're connected to Beast Nation, that means that you want a high value youth football program. You want to have a high value youth football program, and you want to be a high value youth football coach. What does that mean? That means that you are a coach that values teaching life skills to kids: character, leadership, teamwork, respect, right? You know, that's what we are all about over here. We're not about all the ego and the bullshit and the toxicity and all of that other stuff. We're not about the negativity over here. We're about brotherhood, support, and respect over here, you know? And if anybody don't show respect, I have no problem letting anybody go, you know, who tries to disrupt what we got going over here in Beast Nation, because we're high caliber men and women. I know we got women coaches, so I don't want to leave y'all out, but for the 96% of men who watch my, channel, we are high value men, and we are striving to be high value coaches and build high value programs. And that's what we're all about. And that's what I'm striving for with this platform. I want y'all to be transformers, man. I want y'all to transform the lives of your kids. And not only that, but I want y'all to inspire your parents, your volunteers, your coaching staff. And I want y'all to make a difference, right? I say, the haters will say, well, I want to see your game film and I want to see this. Dude, I coached my 15 years. I'm good. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. God has blessed me. ESPN State Farm recognized my efforts as a youth football coach. With this check, I was the most valued possession winner by ESPN and State Farm. And God blessed me, And so I put in the work. I got my blood, sweat, and tears. And now I'm literally, guys, I'm fully dedicated, full time, literally 24/7, 365 days a week in helping you guys. I coach coaches. I consult coaches. And guys, look, if y'all want to book a consult with me, email me. I'm actually, tomorrow, I'm going to put up my consulting, my strategy call option in the store. So if y'all want to book a call with me or schedule a group session, you'll be able to. And we'll go from there. Okay, guys. And shout out to you, Coach Williams, for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. The $4.99 super chat. Appreciate the love, Coach. Outside of receiving the gift, I was going to come back. I learned a lot and enjoy communicating with like-minded coaches. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm telling you, man, like it's unbelievable. Let me answer this, and then I'm gonna go back to Coach Robbins. Chopogs, I don't know if I said that right, but it says, what state did you coach? I coached in Alabama, Coach. I coached in Alabama. Yes, sir. All right. Warner Robbins says, you may have some haters, but just know you have way more supporters. Nothing but love, Coach Beast. Man, I appreciate that, man. Man, dude, really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Coach King, I see you over there on TikTok, man. You a Bama boy like me, huh? Shout out to you, Coach. But yeah, man, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. I've been doing content creation, youth football content creation full time for like 3 years now, and it's been life-changing. I've been living a dream, helping you guys, and talking to you guys all across the country and the world. But it never ceases to amaze me the amount of haters you can attract. And these guys, mostly as guys, they coach kids. They say some of the most toxic, negative things, hateful things, and they coach somebody's kids. And, over the years of doing this show and all of this stuff, I've come to realize that I understand my purpose. My purpose is to help improve the game of youth football and youth sports in general by getting as many quality men and women in the game as possible to coach our kids, because there's so many bad coaches out there, y'all. That is unbelievable. You know it, y'all. Y'all can go to your leagues and see how many guys out there who shouldn't even be coaching. And I'm at the point I was telling Miss Beast this earlier today, that I hate seeing bad coaches so bad that it make me want to pull my eyes out. It make me want to start back coaching youth football again, or coaching sports. Because for those who don't know, I don't only coach youth football. I coach volleyball, softball. I coach multiple sports. But the thing is, guys, the world is crazy right now, man, and I just want to make a positive impact in the world and shine the light. And I feel like my way of helping make an impact is helping you guys make an impact and helping you guys be as impactful, transformative, high value as you can possibly be as leaders. You're not just, and look, you're not just a youth football coach, just to coach kids and teach them youth football. You are a life changer. You are a transformer. You are high value. You are a hero. Don't let nobody discredit you, because you're going to get people who trying to discredit you. You're going to get haters out there discrediting you. You know, so be it, whatever. Because at the end of the day, haters are just a sign that you're doing something right. And so as y'all get haters because y'all whipping tail this year, just know y'all got support here in Beast Nation with me, with Miss Beast, with the Beast Nation family. You got support, hands down. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you guys so much. I see you, Coach Williams. I got to read this. I got to read it because it may be a blessing to somebody else too. He says, God really led me here today. I was racking my brain all day at work trying to brainstorm on this upcoming season and how to approach it to not just win games, but develop kids. And this helped a lot. Man, what a blessing. What a blessing. That blessed me because that's what I want to be. Like, I never had a mentor. When I learned this, I learned literally, guys, like I had to learn everything I did the hard way. Story of my life. Story of my life. I never had a mentor in business. I never had a mentor in coaching. I never had a mentor even in school, yo. So that's why I'm so dedicated to this, because I try to be the mentor I always wanted in my life. Y'all feel me? I try to be that to you guys. And that's where my obsession comes from. That's where my passion comes from. And that's why I show up for you guys as much as I can, man. As long as I'm in good health, I'm here for you guys. Okay. With that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys. Check this out. We're going to be back this Tuesday. This Tuesday. I don't know if it's going to be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, or 7:30. I don't know yet, but stay locked in. Hit that notification bell. Do that for me. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and hit that like button. Do that now so you don't miss it. I'm going to make the announcement when the time going to be. But next week, we're going to do a Tuesday show and a Thursday show in the evening time. And I'll let you guys know. Coach Zion, just email me, brother. Email me. And I'll get your playbook to you tomorrow. I just dropped the email. It's on the screen. beastoutyou@gmail.com. beastoutyou@gmail.com. Guys, do not forget to go to the Playbook store. If you haven't updated your Playbook system yet, you don't only want to run a playbook, you want a playbook system. Get my system. Go to my link in the bio or scan the QR code. Do it now. Do it now while we still live. Do it now. Check out the playbooks. Get you one. Get you two. Get the whole bundle. All right, guys. And you'll be all set and good to go. That being said, y'all be blessed. Hope y'all families are good. I'm praying for you guys. Love you guys. Until next time, beast out. Peace.